I never thought that could happen. Never. I grew up idolizing people, but I never knew who their security was.
Right.
See, it's different nowadays with social media.
That's
so
true.
that pretty much brings other people to light besides the celebrities.
Wait and see attitude when it comes to whatever evidence they may learn about this entire situation involving a legal and from a civil perspective.
It's different these days, with social media bringing people to life besides the celebrity weight and see attitude when it comes to whatever evidence they may learn about this entire situation involving a legal and from a civil perspective in a shocking turn of events. I never imagined that could happen, and I never knew who their security was. Floyd Mayweather's inner circle is in disarray after a major theft involving his bodyguard is reported. The legendary boxer, renowned for his lavish lifestyle and perfect record, is currently embroiled in a dispute that...
What would you say is more difficult, being a celebrity bodyguard or being a cop?
Oh man, those are two completely different things.
Really?
Yeah. So being a cop, you know, when you leave the job for the day, you're still kind of in the back of your mind, just like situations, right? With bodyguarding, that is, you are on him like glue all the time. So if something happens to him, guess whose problem it is? That's on you or me or whatever the case is, you know? So you're always checking, like, and especially with celebrities, everyone outside of their circle, even some people in their circle, are always looking to get a one-up or, hey, what can I do to benefit myself more than him? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Which is, most bullshit happens inside the circle, honestly.
may have far-reaching effects. Although there is still little information available about the suspected $42 million loss, the incident has definitely damaged Mayweather's impeccable reputation. As investigations continue, the sports world eagerly awaits an explanation of this developing drama. What do you think is more challenging, being a celebrity bodyguard or being a police officer? Well, those are two entirely different things. As a cop, you know that even after you leave work for the day, you're still kind of thinking about the situation. For example, when you're bodyguarding someone...
We get this right out of the way, because folks have to wonder, like, how big you guys are. How big are you?
I'm 7'1".
7'1"?
6'7".
I am not 6'7". I'm 5'11". I'm giving myself 5'11". Okay, so everybody knows exactly how big you guys are. First things first, how'd you get into a big church?
I'm from Vegas, born and raised Las Vegas, but I got into it working security out here. So a lot of people knew me around town, working in different clubs and stuff like that. I actually teamed up with this guy through one of my partners. They used to throw parties here that had me working for him, which was a mutual friend of his. He connected us, and we took off, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Now, a lot of people know you from working with Floyd Mayweather, but you also work for a lot of different people in your time.
You're always on him like glue. So if something were to happen to him, guess whose problem it is? Yours or mine or whatever. You're constantly checking in. This is especially true for celebrities, as everyone outside of their circle is constantly trying to outdo them, and some members of their circle are constantly trying to outdo them. Does that make sense? The majority of __.
A big church being from Vegas, he had, went back to Vegas and Floyd had picked him up. And so it was around late December, he had hit me and said, hey man, Floyd is getting rid of one of his dudes. If I can get you over here, would you want to work? And it, just me wanting to change the pace at the time, I was like, yeah, hell yeah. So Floyd was coming down to play in the celebrity game with the Team Watson. And so it was like December 14th or something like that. So I asked one of the dudes to cover me, and I went over to the Van Nuys airport and met him. And so, Church had already told him about me. Big Mark, rest in peace, had told him about me. And so when I met him at the airport, he got off the plane. He looked me up and down, was like, Big Church, you good? He's like, the Church was like, hell yeah. He's like, Big Mark, you good? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, all right, yeah, he on. Yeah. So I started with Mayweather December 28th, 2007.
Occurs inside the Circle Floyd, known as the Great Wall. Mayweather's elite security team is made up of some of the most formidable figures in personal protection. At the top of this group are tall men Adam Plant and Alfonso Riek, who were bodyguards for rapper Snoop Dogg before joining Mayweather's entourage.
Once we got an opportunity to get in front of a camera, we were gonna shine. And at that particular role in Think Like a Man 2, was us doing security. So we, before we actually shot the scene, we had to choreograph that particular scene with Gary Owens and Kevin Hart and all them guys. And I mean, it was so natural for us because that's what we do.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to perfect that in front of a camera. And that's what we did, man. So, from that, a lot of people were just, they would hit us up like, man, we just watched the movie, man. That was you guys in that movie? It was like, yeah, man, you didn't know we could act a little bit, huh?
Their main responsibility is to anticipate and eliminate possible risks to Mayweather's safety in a variety of settings. Riddick is a formidable 7 feet 1 inch and 430 pounds man, while Plant is 6 feet 7 inches and 380 pounds. We get this out of the way because people always ask how big you guys are.
That is wild. Now, I see the T-shirts, the Great Wall, the Great Wall.
Yeah,
First thing, how did you get the name?
It came from Floyd Mayweather, man.
Okay.
Whenever we were in a crowded area, we had him somewhere, he would always say, put that wall up, you all right? And we were about to leave, he's like, y'all put that wall up. So kept saying it, and one day he just said the Great Wall, and we talked to each other and said, man, listen, let's run with that, man, and let's do something with it. So what we did, Church had the idea of putting the Great Wall logo on the shirts with a friend we had.
Yeah, okay.
And so that particular friend, he was a graphic design artist, so he would make us some really cool things. And so our partner now, Stephen Reed, and our other partner, Dr. Andronica Handy, Andronica had seen the shirt and said, asked us where could he buy one. And we were like, man, this is just something that we do for us.
I'm 71, 67, but I'm not 67. I'm 5 feet 11 inches, so I'm giving myself 5 feet 11 inches. So everyone knows exactly how big you guys are. To start, how did you get into a big church? I was born and raised in Vegas, but I got into security work out here. So a lot of people knew me around town working in
Coach Anthony with none other than Greg LaRosa here. You see him?
How y'all doing?
TMT in the building.
Shoot, what we need to know today?
Well, we got a big weekend coming up.
Yes, sir.
Let me know what you got coming up. I mean, let me know what you got for tonight. You know what I mean?
Who's fighting again?
Canelo.
Oh, yeah.
Triple G. Oh, you don't watch those guys?
No, last I checked, I thought Floyd was about to fight Pacquiao, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's fighting.
All right, let's talk about that. You know what? That's more important to me.
Yeah.
That is more important to me.
Okay.
Floyd Pacquiao 2. Explain to me. I saw something on the internet. I saw the meetup at a club or something.
Yeah.
What's going down?
Well, I don't know. I'm not out there right now, so I still been off for a little while. But he's out there in Tokyo right now, and I guess he ran into Pacquiao, and he mentioned that he's going to come back and fight.
So Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd Mayweather is really seriously considering fighting again and against Manny Pacquiao.
Floyd, he's always going to keep you on your toes, man. Bad as well.
different clubs and stuff like that. I actually teamed up with this guy through one of my partners. They used to throw parties here. He connected us and we took off. So many people know you from your work with Floyd Mayweather, but you have also worked for many different people over the years. Adam Plant, also known as Big Adam, is a strong member of Mayweather's security team and has been a major member of his entourage. But specifics of his employment at a private...
Is that a paparazzi?
What's up, Floyd? How you doing, man? Yo, Floyd, how was dinner, man? Yo, Floyd, I was just wondering if you got Selena's blessing, bro. Excuse me. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get this way.
GMT out here.
Airport are not publicly available. Big Adam's contribution was so important that he was eventually hired by rapper Tekashi 69 to provide more protection. Hey man, Florida is getting rid of one of his dudes if I can get you over here where you want to work, was a statement that Big CH, who was from Vegas, said to me in late December after Floyd had picked him up and taken him back to Vegas. At the moment, I was just wanting to spice things up, so I said, yeah, hell yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, a guy who's in his entourage as Floyd is walking out of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles here in Hollywood. Floyd, someone in his entourage, gets into a scuffle, actually allegedly beat the crap out of a fan who just wanted to get a photo with Floyd. So Floyd is getting into the car. There you see him on the passenger side, and at the back of the car there's a guy in red. That guy in red is the alleged bodyguard.
There you see the scuffle.
And then he just lets that guy have it.
All right, Charles, a couple important things here. Floyd's camp is adamant that the dude in the red, despite the fact he's wearing a money team shirt and is with Floyd in a security kind of capacity, is not
An
on
actual
the payroll as a security guard. It's part of the entourage. But we did some digging earlier in the day. He was with Floyd when they were leaving a jewelry store together, doing, again, appearing to be
This is a guy here in the tank top and the white hat.
No. You'll see. Yeah. The guy in the red. There he is, right
over there.
there.
Asked for the guys to cover me because Floyd was coming down to play a celebrity game with the Watson W team. It was around December 14th or something, and I had already gone to the Vannis airport to meet Floyd, and as you may know, Church had already told him about me. He had heard about me from Big Mark, rest in peace. And when I met him at the airport, he got off the plane and gave me a quick glance before asking, "Bird, you good?" The Church says, "Hell yeah." He says, "You're good." Big Mark says, "Hell yeah."
What happened was, I was a black kid from the ghetto with a father who taught me a skill, and my dad hustled because his career didn't go right. So my dad took chances and hustled. He hustled. I don't think he hustled the brown, but he hustled the green and he hustled the white.
He responds, "All right, we're on." Yes, so I began with Floyd Mayweather. On December 28th, 2007, the Great Wall, which consisted of Big Church and Big Adam, Floyd Mayweather's former bodyguards, gained not just notoriety for defending celebrities, but also
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
The number of female MCs is once again expanding and growing in range.
Phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, that he'll put it on the actual show so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat.
their roles in films like Think Like a Man. Additionally, their popularity increased as a result of people seeing them perform the same security tasks in real life on screen. We were going to shine once we had the chance to be in front of the camera. For that specific role in Think Like a Man 2,